Assalamualaikum. So today's discussion is about staff training and development plan, which will be discussed by us, Nur Amani binti Mohamad Zamri, Salsabila binti Bahari, Nur Amirah Zakaria, and Siti Sarah binti Burhan. So, in our previous discussion, we already discussed on the payment system and working hour of our restaurant. So, in today's discussion, we will be discussing more on staff training and development plan in order to increase the work effectiveness of our employees. Okay, as we aware, the nature of our business is an authentic Malay restaurant. So, our restaurant operation is divided into two, which is front of the house and back of the house. Hence, there will be training for both management. Okay, so the staff training and development plan for front of the house will be handled by me, Zafirah Amani, and Salsabila, while Amirah Zakaria and Siti Sarah will be doing for the back of the house. First, let me explain what is front of the house. Okay, so front of the house is anyone who are in contact with the customers from the floor manager to the bus person. Okay, so front of the house consists of floor manager, head waiter, waiter and waitress, lastly, busboy and busgirl. Let me start with the roles in the restaurant. So, as for the head waiter, they play a big role in greeting customers. So, in our staff training and development, we'll be focused on how to provide a cheerful welcome, how to monitor table rotation, and how to escort guests to the tables and provide them a great start to their meal. So, by the end of the training, we will expect them to deliver a better customer service as they know how to serve and treat customers better than before. Okay, moving on to busboy and busgirl. They are in charge in pre-busing tables, so they will be trained on how to remove table items quickly as well as determine what a table setup needs, so that dinners are not left without silverware or even condiments. So, as they undergo the staff training, their abilities or skill will be improved and their work efficiency will be increased. Okay, next, for waiter and waitress, they are in charge in taking order, hence, we will be training them on how to time orders and how to provide food preparation details. Along with the training, we expect them to have better basic skills, includes communication and ways to interact with the customers, as they will be speak courteously to the customers in order to provide them with a special service, and they should know how to deal and interact with the customers efficiently and courteously according to any situation. And further details will be discussed by Salsabila. Hence, I will pass the screen to her.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. Thank you, Amani, for the great explanation before. So, in our staff training and development, we will also focus on how the running and serving food should be done. The staff will gain knowledge about the menu they are going to serve to the customer, and also how to dealing with the customer, as we know that the customer is always right in business. So, by the end of the training, the expectation was same as what Amani explained before. The training provided many skills. As example, for the staff to learn how to serve menu without getting burnt. They also will learn how to pair drink with each dish, and also the important part in dealing with the customer. When the staff need to suggest to the customer the right suggestion for their menu. After all the training, what we, the manager, expect them, our staff, to be is to fulfilling all the standard to be a good staff. The training that provided it will help the restaurant in maintaining health and safety standard. Furthermore, the training also provide the staff with accurate specification of their responsibility and facilitate a harmonious relationship with other staff. Staff are also reminded about all the policy, procedure and principle to ensure that they are consistently fulfill their duty according to the standard to make sure the staff the restaurant operate well in the future. Thank you. That's it from me. Bye. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, Amani and Bella, for explaining about front of the house. So I guess it's time for me, Amirah and Sarah, to discuss further about back of the house, since this is our field of responsibility. So to begin with, back of the house, also known as the BOH, encompasses all the behind the scenes areas that customers will not see. This also acts as the central command center in a restaurant because it's where the food is prepared, cooked, and plated before making its way to the customer's table. Next, I will explain more about the components of back of the house, and will be continued by Sarah. So, going into details, there are 6 parts of the roles in back of the house, but I will explain the first 3 parts of it. And first is the cooking, second is cleaning, and third is dishwashing. So the management of the back of the house is for chef, assistant chef, and also steward. And as you can see, the roles are cooking, and the training we ought to give and we ought to imply for the chef is specifically for the processes for food preparation. And as for cleaning, it is to train them, to give them the idea of how to prevent cross-contamination, and also cleaning of all appliances, and cleaning rotation, and also timing. And as for dishwashing, it is how we want to imply to those staff the importance of how to operate the cleaning appliances, to teach them learning which items must be hand washed, because there are certain utensils that need extra caution and also extra care. And lastly, teaching them about kitchen preparation as needed. And the expected benefits to restaurant and also individual is to give employees a greater understanding of their responsibilities and builds their confidence. Other than that, efficient care management of the back of the house also can help give customers a positive expectation and ultimately helps increase profit. This is because if the product from back of the house is in good quality and also in high cleanliness, they will give positive experience to the customers. And last but not least, we also expect to improve the communication between front of the house and also back of the house in order to ensure a smooth experience for all. I guess that's all for the first 3 parts. How about you, Sarah? Can you please explain to us about the other 3 parts of back of the house?
So basically, I will be training our staff, particularly on their communication skill, food hygiene and kitchen safety, as well as their etiquette. So in the training, back of the house staff will be trained to ensure the smoothness of the ordering process, which includes their ability to handle customer feedback, whether it is positive or negative. Sometimes, certain workers are not aware that they might cause trouble to the other workers. Like for example, waiter who do not break down the dishes when delivering it to the kitchen might cause the dishwasher or steward at the back of the house extra work. While on the other hand, chef who send out unfinished or unattractive plate might cause the waiter in front of the house an embarrassment in front of the customer. So, because of perceived separation and lack of communication, I believe that back of the house staff should be trained the same as in front of the house employee. Because by getting everyone on the same page and behind the same mission, it will give a sense of cohesion and involvement that is the key to driving a better customer experience. Moving on to hygiene and safety, as we know, hygiene and safety are the important aspects in the kitchen. So the training will be provided on kitchen hygiene, which includes on how to clean the kitchen area to ensure the cleanliness of places such as the countertops, floor, equipments, and all that. And we will also do the training on food hygiene, in which the employee will be trained on how to prepare food, and also ensuring the cooking hygiene as well as the safety. Last but not least, they will also be trained on injury prevention, because as we all know, injuries can happen anytime in the kitchen. Similar to the front of the house staff, the back of the house staff also should be trained on how to interact with customers in a polite and welcoming manner. Even if the customer's feedback is negative, back of the house staff should be able to handle the customer's complaint with respect and care. So, to conclude, everything the back of the house staff does will impact our customer experience in front of the house. So, this training is conducted to foster a positive working environment and united staff who efficiently serve customers and contribute to the success of our restaurant.